Alright, it's the right brother. I'm going to tell you how you should use Swift Transportation if you decide to go there to get your training. Alright? It's simple. It's simple. Swift Transportation is a starter company to get you into trucking. It's kind of like a 4-year college. You know what? You can go to a city college or you can go to a state college. Either way, that's how you should look at it. You shouldn't go into it for the money right off the jump. The money's going to come. You just got to put your time in, just like college. You go to college 4 years. You come into trucking, you do a year, year and a half, all kind of doors will open up for you. Shit, you could do 6 months. 6 months to a year, all kind of doors will open up for you to go make good money instead of making the CPM you're going to be making at Swift Transportation. When I was at Swift Transportation, the pay was 36 cents a mile, went up to 37 to 38 cents a mile when I left. I was there for exactly a year. I think I was there maybe a day before my year was up, or a day after the year. Anyway, you go to Swift Transportation, you go there in the frame of mind that you're trying to get the experience and the CDLs. Go to Swift, get your CDLs, get your Class A, deal with your mentor, fucking mentors. Some of them are really awesome. My mentor was pretty cool. You're going to have some that's going to be some assholes. Once you get out of there, you go dry van, reefer, flatbed, car haul, oversized, heavy haul. Whatever it is that you talk to the recruiter about. A lot of questions that you ask me, you can ask the recruiter. They can give you the most current information. Remember, I worked there a year. That was 3-4 months ago when I left. Things change. But you use Swift Transportation to get your CDLs and to have them to pay your CDLs, and you pay them back by working for them, and they'll take $75 a week out of your check in order to pay for your school. After X amount of time, they'll end up start reimbursing you before your year is up for your CDL. So they'll take out $75, give you $36 back. Why they do it like that, I have absolutely no clue, because if you leave before the year is up, you're going to owe. But it is what it is. Swift Transportation is a starter company. Now, can you make a decent living at Swift? Absolutely. Is there a variety of accounts that you can get on to where you can make $1,000 or more? Absolutely. Look at Rich the Trucker. That motherfucker's making over $1,000 net. I think he's on like the Costco account or something like that. But what you want to do is once you get in with Swift, you go over the road, dry van, reefer, whatever, when you flip the paper over, whatever was on the back of the paper. If you went to Swift orientation, you have an idea of what I'm talking about. They probably still doing that. Like you think you're going for one thing, and then you flip the paper over, and all of a sudden you reefer or dry van. Now, you shouldn't give a fuck if you're a reefer or dry van. Plain and simple. Because your whole frame of mind should be, I'm going to get this experience so I can move on and make money. Real money. Because at Swift, and then I'm going to tell you, starting off at Swift, you're going to make between $600 and $900. OTR, regional, whatever. $600 to $900, depending on how hard you run. As long as you're getting all your loads there on time, and they know they can just, hey, I got a load I need you to pick up from another driver. Can you get it for me? Yeah. Hey, I got a load heading over here. Can you run it for me? Yeah. Yes. Because you got people in my comments saying they want, they don't take a 200-mile load. They don't even get out the bed unless it's 600 miles or more. Me, I'm on some fuck that. You take that $200 load to get you over there to that 1,500-mile load. All right. They're positioning you in order to get you more miles. Get good with your dispatcher. Get your loads there on time. You will have unlimited miles. As fast as the truck can go. You'll start to get pre-planned, because that's how it was. I leave off, I already have a pre-plan before I even get to the place where I got to deliver. Because they knew I can get that load there on time, legally and on time. They come out here to bullshit and nitpick like, man, they only give me 200 miles here and 300 miles there. No. Run that shit. Once they see you can get that on stuff there on time, let them know, and then let your dispatcher know, hey, let's get to the money. I'm trying to run miles. They like, okay, well, how long are you gonna stay out? I'm staying out 3 weeks. No problem. Bang. Now, if you're the type of person that need to go home every other week, you out 1 week, I need to be home every week and a half. Then you already limited your mile because they can only keep you in a certain area, certain range. You know what I mean? But if you're out here trying to get this experience, Do 3 weeks out there. You don't have to stay out there 6 months, because after a while you're gonna plateau. Recaps and all, you're gonna plateau. You're gonna have to eventually shut down for 34. You think you will make more money by staying out on the road for 2-3 months at a time. But me personally, I feel like 3 weeks is good enough to make something to bring you back home, so you can come home for a day and a half if you got kids. If you ain't got no kids and no responsibility, fuck it. There's no reason for you to even have a home. You know what I mean? I'll tell you what it is. Stay in the truck. All your basic needed necessities is in the truck, and as long as you got a smartphone, you can get some pussy. I mean, if that's your thing, I need to go home because, you know, I got a girl back there and all that. Just letting you know. Use Swift transportation. And I know I probably should have did this video clean because a lot of people gonna watch this video. So I might do one like this where I'm telling you 100, and I might do one that's clean, so people can get the clean version or whatever. But Swift transportation is a training school. Come here, pay attention, get your CDLs. You're going to end up making 1 or 2 friends in school. That's no problem. Just understand that you're here to focus on what you need to focus on. What you need to focus on is getting your CDLs, getting out here and get that experience. You got a mentor that's somewhat of an asshole. If you can deal with it, because eventually you get off his truck and fuck him forever, and make sure you put in a bad review when they ask you how was your trainer, you know. But if you get a really bad trainer, then you know what, just call him up. Hey, I can't deal with this dude. This is what he's doing, A, B, C, D. You ain't got to do it in front of him. Just step to the side. Make a phone call while you're in there taking a piss or shit in the Flying J. You know what I'm saying? Go out there and make your phone call, and then hopefully get you riding back and get you a proper trainer. But Swift Transportation is a starter school. Swift Transportation is not a place to come make a lot of money. It's a place where you can come and make some money, but get the one thing that's priceless in trucking, and that's experience. Come out here, get your experience, then you can move on and make good money. Go to another company, you might find you a dedicated route with Swift. I mean, the company's big enough to where whatever you want to do is there. You want to get out a reefer and go dry van, you can do that. You want to go dry van, go flatbed, you can do that. You want to go step that, you can do that. You want to go car haul, they got car haulers. You know what I'm saying? You want to ride heavy, do the heavy haul, you can do heavy haul. You know what I'm saying? If you up there in Washington and Oregon, they got heavy hauls up there where they got 3-4 goddamn axles on it, goddamn 12 axles on that motherfucker. You can do that. And you can get all the experience you need from the company in order for you to move on, to greener pastures. But you got to start somewhere. So when you see these people telling you, don't go to Swift, you know, I made such and such, ask them, do your company take students? I'm fresh out of school. I'm only 2 weeks out of school. They take students. Nah, you got to have 6 months experience. Oh, where the fuck you going to get that experience from? You know what I mean? No, you need at least have 2 years experience. Where you gonna get that experience from? You gotta start somewhere, people. You know, you can look at Swift like it's the McDonald's or Burger King of the trucking world. But regardless, you're gonna get a check, you're gonna get the experience you need, and you're gonna go ahead and move on. And driving for Swift, you're already behind in the game because everybody's looking at you like you less than. So that makes your job just that much harder. So when you move on to the next company, you know what? Petty shit that they doing out here doesn't even bother you, because you remember when you was with Swift and motherfuckers was out there pulling your fifth wheel lock so you can drop your trailer? Huh? You remember when you was Swift and you try to hit that fuel island but all the other trucks cut you off? Huh? You remember when you was out here driving doing 62, all the other trucks were blowing you off, talking shit on the CB? Get the fuck out the way, Swift. Huh? You get what I'm saying? If you start from the bottom, which honestly, Swift is a good company in my personal opinion, and opinion of a couple people that I went to school with that still work for the company that's making decent living. Great benefits. You get bonuses every 3 months if you save. Yeah, the trucks are top-notch equipment. Come on, I mean, say what you want. Freightliners, Kentworths, and Internationals. 2017s, it's 2016. People out here in 2017s riding around, cruise control. They putting inverters in the shit now. I'm just letting you know, use Swift for what it's there for, is to get the experience and not necessarily the money. Just like college. You go to college to get the experience, to get the certificate to say that I have the knowledge in order to do what it is that you're applying for at that particular company. And that's what Swift Transportation is for. And by going to Swift Transportation, people are going to fuck with you. But then when you move on to the next company that you go to, all the petty shit's going to be gone. It's going to feel good when you go ahead and hit that 65, that 68, that 72 while you're riding down the freeway. You know what I'm saying? Making more money than you made with Swift, and then you look back, that's the shit that they have to deal with. When you see another driver, you see the shit